guys? Welcome to Frequency Netflix Trading channel. And in today's video, we want to review a trade. Yes, the one we explained yesterday. So I told you all of the trades that I take are managed on different accounts. And this is one of those accounts I told you about, right? Every single trades we're taking on certain types of accounts. Some other accounts have them in record. That is to say, either we working with clients that are, using the same strategies and taking the same trades every single time we place them, or we opening random accounts with low balances and trying out our strategies inside of them. So these are the two factors of the fact that we are, trading on multiple accounts, and that is what we came here to tell you about today. So this video is to explain, to expatiate on the fact that the trade we took on the volatility 25 index has gone up to 22 point, what you see on the screen, approximately $23. And you see the investment was 1.39 US dollar. That's about almost 2000 in naira investment. Let's just do a simple calculation here, and so we see how this works out. I want to see how much $1.39 cost in naira and how he was able to bring forth all of the $23 we have here as our profit. And you see where we took the trade at. This is where the trade has gotten to. The trade actually got to this point. This is to tell you that all the signals that we provide in this channel are working 98% accuracy all the time that we trade them. So my basic calculation wants to do a mathematical calculus on how much $1.39 is in naira. So let me just multiply that by 1,600. So it equals 2,224 naira to have made $24. I'll make the calculation in dollars to 24 multiplied by 1,600 gives us 38,000 naira profit is what we have so far. If we calculated our profits in the naira term, so this trade is what we took, and this is where we are in the trades calculation. So we offer signals and strategies that work 98% of the time. They, we are always making profits with all of these strategies as long as we keep up with the, you know strategies we use in the market. We keep up with strategies and use strategies to make serious profitability in this market as a place. So we are going all the way to making more profits in this market. But before I dive into the video specifically, I want to explain certain information and strategy on how that you as well can do the same thing. If all you had was 1,000 naira or 1,000 naira, 200 and something, and all you wanted to do was to trade it and make profits, you could apply this particular strategy a petition in this video, so that you can have all of the maximum effort for making the best out of you know the best out of all this trading um, momentum we talk about here. So uh, with the line on the screen, it tells a lot already about what we want to talk about. This line represents market structure or the momentum where the market, got to before specified directions given to us by the marketplace. So this is the volatility 25 index, and the strategy basically is to being able to bring $1 account in this forex trading. marketplace. So there is no much you can do except from using the 1 minute time frame, since the only amount of money you're risking is $1. All you gotta do is go into the 1 minute time frame, and once in the 1 minute time frame, you want to trade as professional as possible. The strategy basically implies that you draw trend line at the bottom of any new end of screen you find the market reproducing. After that, you drill a trend line. You are going to see that the market will consistently bounce up, go down, bounce up, go down, bounce up, go down, go up, come down, go up, come down. That's what you know the trend line doing right now. Trend line is basically hitting those points where the market has been in, you know, in. So all we have to do is check out for where the structure moves. And the strategy I found online many years ago was a strategy known as the um, there's a strategy. There's a name for this strategy. I think it's the bilateral triangle, whereby the market goes into multiple structure, and after this multiple structure created, it starts to remove itself from it. Your profitability is almost 98 percentage all the way to 100 percentage when taking trades based on this marketing strategy. So you can basically see that the market keeps creating that line over and over again. And the more it creates those lines over and over again, it restructures and continues to restructure until it goes out into that point where we call a breakout. And that is this red line underneath this area. And this was the structure the market formed. All of this momentum going upwards and downwards were being retraced by the market. The market trend line we drew at the top of this chart we are analyzing. So all of this went up, down, up, down, up, down. And what happened afterwards? The red line gave you a confirmation entry. If you traded this market based on the red line, market momentum creation, you would have had 100% market structural ability, and you was going to have made trades that were seriously going to be in a profit ability, and that is what you can learn from this. So our market is giving us some sort of unresponsive page. But this is the strategy I want to talk to you about. And now that the strategy goes out and breaks structure, and you know what it does afterwards? It goes up and up and up into the profit analyzed state. So it's very easy actually to make use of this strategy. The bilateral triangle, there's another strategy we call the wedge. The wedge is the edge and the wedge. So what that basically means is instead of bilateral triangle, you have it vice versa. You know what bilateral triangle does when you trade it? Bilateral triangle goes sideways and sideways and then goes smaller and smaller before it goes into the place where you want it to be. But the wedge strategy, however, goes from small to big. And when you see a wedge strategy, what you want to do is basically trade it. Why? Because of its profitability. And this one I call the swift the sweep fit market momentum strategy that can actually increase your profitability over time and make you a more profitable trader than a more loser trader. So then, what would I say about this? Um, if you are a trader who wants to trade 98% strategy, all you have to do is to draw all of these random lines on the screen. And after drawing them lines on the screen, all you need to do is wait for the market to break out the structure, and you are gonna have a winner trade. So another stuff you want to see on the screen right now is another point where the market does the same thing. And what did he do? He restructured and restructured and kept on restructuring till it broke the line and went into the uptrend. I gave you a 1 is to 10 risk to reward ratio. And when you see that coming, you saw it on a green line. This was the line that it created, this was the chart it drew. And after the line drew itself, it went upwards and it kept on going upward. Another confirmation you might want to get from all of this strategy is when after that you draw your lines and the market broke out, but you know what the market has to do before some sort of confirmation? The market has to retrace with a weak line, and after a weak line is retraced, the market goes in serious profit. And you know, of the trade I took recently, my stop loss basically was the $1.39. Since I had it on the other side of my trade, I knew trading zero point 0.6 lot size would require me a 1.39 loss because I already had it in my mind all along that I was gonna have my stop loss set that way. So the strategy I spoke about is coming to pass right now. You can see that my line has been drawn, and after my line got drawn, it went up in this momentum. This was the green line that broke it out, and after the green line broke it out, another green line gave it an upward trend. And if I was going to take my profit in this market's momentum, I would aim for this point where we have a double top. Of course, a double top. Double top strategy is the strategy that I would want to talk about in my next video. And so, if you've been my audience so far, you need to identify yourself with like, subscribing, and also commenting. Your comments are important. I mean, I've not been getting comments for a while now, and it does not suit me and my trading type of hard work ability to improve in the things I do. You guys need to get me validated. I mean, without your validations, how do I make more videos that gives you more profit? Without your validations, I have little or less consistency in the stuff that I do in this market. So the market basically is gonna give you the three-headed stuff at the head of the stuff out there. And when you see it coming, you can actually just aim for a profit here. Your profit can be at this point and your loss just below the red candle. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So for more information about the trades, you should be able to understand this simple strategy I taught you. What am I going to title the video as? I'll title the video as the bilateral triangle and wedge triangle. And you see, I want to set my stop loss on this trade right now. I want to set my take profit, I mean, to say on the trade right now. But a professional trader advised me in the past to not set take profits or stop loss, as that can, you know, deactivate your ability. Why? The market does not want to wish you to take profit or stop loss. When you start to understand this market, you start to understand it looks like a bug. You have answers over, you have control over. All you gotta do is know the right thing to do. So I'm not gonna set a take profit, neither am I gonna set stop loss. You know what I'm gonna be doing right now? I wanna close a trade right now. I wanna close this trade in a $25 profit. And boom, after I close it, you see what game up next? It told me one click trading disclaimer. It says, I would like us to read this before I close the trade. If I'll go minus $1, I don't really mind. If I go minus two, I don't mind. But I just want us to understand what all these things they write here to us mean. All right. So let's go. It says you are about to activate one-click trading mode By clicking I accept these terms and conditions below, you acknowledge that you have read and understood the following terms and conditions and you agree to be bound hereby. You can activate or deactivate one click trading mode from the menu of your web terminal. Well, okay, I'll just read this out before I say what I want to say about this thing. The one click trading mode for order submission is a one step process. Your order will be submitted when you tap either bid, sell, or buy X price button on the one click trading panel of the chart. Tap sell, close, buy, or order placing button in the depth of market window, close positions or delete orders in the trade tab. There will be no subsequent confirmation prompt for you to click. You will not be able to withdraw or change your order once you click under normal market conditions and systems performance. Alright, let's just read this capital letter stuff, alright? So there will be no subsequent confirmation prompt for you to click. No subsequent confirmation prompt for you to click. What does that mean? Subsequent confirmation prompt. You don't know. You make your research yourself, right? You will not be able to withdraw or change your order once you click under normal market conditions and system performance. The market order will be promptly filled after submission and you will enter into a binding transaction. You agree to accept all risk associated with the use of the one-click trading mode, including without limitation, the risk of errors, omissions, or mistake made in submitting such order. You agree to fully indemnify and owe Amless Derivative.com Limited for any and all losses, costs, and expenses that may incur as a result of such errors, omissions, or mistakes by you or any other person trading on your behalf. There you go. I accept these terms and conditions. And that's the only way you can actually close any trades you open lately. So, lately, yeah, it's the video, and we're gonna stop the video right now. And I'm gonna say thank you for watching this video. See my next video, but I would not close the video unless I close the trade while you watch me. And boom! After closing the trade, we went all the way from $1.9 to 26 US dollars. That is an uphold for us, guys. In my next video, I want to be making a video about how we can turn 26 US dollar to $500, and that is going to be through the scalping method using what I call the using the K using a lot size for the transaction. All right, let's see how that work out. So see you in my next video. Bye for now. Like, subscribe, comment if this is your first time. Share the video to your friends and loved ones and tell them there's a guy who teaches how to trade forex online, and that's how you get more benefit from this channel. Bye for now. Frequency and peace trade.